И всем привет! С вами снова Тихий. Сегодня у нас 27-я часть прохождения. Посмотрим, что можно еще интересного сегодня пройти. Какой-нибудь квест или интересное задание. Так, что тут выбрать? Выберу деньги. Так. Что бы из этого пройти-то? Так, что-то как-то очень громко. Ого, не понял. Вот здесь у нас еще квесты есть. Статисту перьев. Ничего себе, тут еще и от репутации квесты какие-то есть. Тут офигеть сколько всего непонятного. Даже не знаю. Ну, давайте вот это попробуем. Что-то оно меня заинтриговало. Так, нам нужен вот такой значочек на двери в реле. Попрыгун. А, во.
Time is credit, Tenno, so we'll forego the usual formalities. We have a dire problem, you see, concerning the Mycona people. Have you heard of them? I see you Well, they are quite resourceful. Unusual, really. The Mycona earn a living by harvesting the biological products of the infested. A dangerous trade, and we Perrin have always given them fair value for their goods. But I've received disturbing news. That cleric of greed, Nef Anyo, has raided their colony, making off with more than just the resources they depend on. It seems he took, well, here, look at this.
The dark-eyed man smashed our colony gates and kidnapped us. Locked us in here. But I don't care. It's Mom and Dad I'm worried about. Without the gates, the mumblers will be coming. They'll get sick, they'll start to mumble too. That can't happen. Papa says I'm blessed, so maybe I should pray? I'll pray for the Tenno to come. I'll pray for the Tenno to save my family.
She was taken along with several more Myconian children. Those who remain are under siege from the infestation. Before we can rescue Niwa and the other captives, we must first restore the Myconians' defenses. Our financial strength is useless against the mindless horde. We need Tenno muscle. Will you help Niwa's people?
Ну, конечно, поможем, ё-моё. Мы же пришли сюда за этим.
I knew the Myconians could rely on you, Tenno.
Ух ты, какой цветочек. И тут сразу видно баба. А, чё я бегу? Можно же прямо отсюда стартануть. Понятно.
Tenno, I trust Ergo Glast, but a colony that survives amid the infestation? It seems impossible.
Угу. Лотос, как обычно, какие-то умные мысли. Так а что-то они с Орлисом в последнее время фейлят оба.
In his gluttony, Mr. Anyo took more than Mycona's most promising youth. He left the colony defenseless. 3 gateways lead into the colony. They all need to be shut.
Угу. Надо какие-то ворота позакрывать. Типа, чтоб местные раздолбаи были спасены от вот этих вот чудиков. Что ж, пойдем искать ворота. Блин, что-то я этого пацана везде вижу. Ё-моё. Не попадаю. Все, отмучился.
Tenno, that freak took my daughter. Will you find her? The Tenno came. They actually came.
A Tenno? I never thought.
Tenno, that freak took my daughter. Will you find her?
All we ever wanted to do. Tenno beasts. The myths. Monster. They weren't myths. Attacks us. The Tenno are real. All we ever wanted to do was hunt into peace. And that monster within attacks us.
Why would Ned want the Tribuna?
You're gonna bring home our sons and daughters, Tenno? And you took everything. Our children, the Triuna. And you took everything. Our children, the Tenno are real.
Tenno, that freak took my daughter. Will you find her?
Broodmother, the Tenno are real.
See those infested tumors? Growing with malignancy, as greed did among the corpus when I was there. The Myconians can't close the gates until these growths are destroyed.
Tenno, take out the growths. We'll
The colonists are going to force the security gate closed. Don't let the infested get to them. Don't let greed win.
Орут там себе что-то. Шлюзы закрывают. Медленно, правда, очень. Да ну нафиг.
One door has been closed. Two remain. Carry on. When that gluttonous freak, Mr. Anyo, attacked this colony, he went straight for the Triuna. He left these people defenseless. And for what? Profit? Typical corpus mindset.
Гонит на корпус, хотя сам похож на одного из них.
Tenno. I never thought.
И...
Covering fire!
Here's the second security gate. Destroy the infestation so the colonists can force it closed.
I'm killing monkeys. But I'm thinking about them.
Ah, that's it. Now make sure the Myconians can finish the job and close the gate.
Into the vents.
Watch out!
They're way covered. Get out the Triuna.
Watch out!
Save our home. Done. Playing. It's hard. Protect our fighter. Pleasure to have you on us, Tenno.
Блин, ты зацени, как через стенки прыгает. Это вообще законно, а?
Progress. Only one more to go. These people are survivors. Over generations they've adapted, learning to live among the infestation. Earn a living is all should have the
пробил.
right to do, never asking for charity. Like the parent sequence. They were corpus once, but they too sought a future free from the corruption of boundless greed. If only Mr. Anyo shared this vision.
Ага, будущее они искали. Я смотрю, тут они нашли. Он ходит теперь с башками светящимися. С какой-то дрянью на ней.
The Tenno came. They actually came.
Это такого они будущего, значит, искали.
You know what to do. Take out the growths. Here come the colonists. Make sure they can finish the job.
Let's find out.
Don't let the mumblers get through.
Ха, прикол.
Open fire! Covering fire! Over there! Open fire!
The colony is sealed, but it's still crawling with infested. Clear them out so the Myconians can have their home back.
Вроде всех покрошили.
Did it. The Myconians are safe, but only for the moment. Get back to your ship, and I'll explain.
А радости-то полные штаны. Хотя, судя по их внешнему виду, радоваться тут особо-то и нечему. Очередные полудурочные, которым стало интересно. А ты что тут забыл вообще? А вы-то что стоите? Охрана недоделанная. Офигеть, блин. Ну и ну. Охрану-то менять надо. Какая-то она некачественная. Ходят тут всякие.
You fought with a generous spirit, Tenno, but now we must work to free the Myconians and return the Triuna. The sequence offered to pay Anyo an exorbitant ransom, but he laughed it off. He doesn't need the money. So, we have no choice but to exploit Anyo's weakness. His love of gambling. Our only chance of freeing these people is to challenge Anyo and his brokers in the Index.
Slow down, Glast. My Tenno have already offered immense help, and now you want them to enter the Index? This is dangerous work.
Fair, but the Myconians aren't asking for charity. Their ancestral understanding of the infestation comes from an old war relic. A relic that I know will be of extreme interest to you. Return the Triuna and the relic will be yours. A fair compensation for the risk.
Реликвия против жизни. Интересная ставка. Как-то у него баланс нарушен, по-моему. Ау. Минимальный вклад, а у меня 40 тысяч только. Блин. Мы так не договаривались. Ох и тяжела жизнь бомжа. Ну вот, соточка у нас есть.
To beat Mr. Anyu at his own game, we must first show him that we are worthy competitors. Only then will he let us enter the upper echelons of this foul index.
Так еще спрашивают, вы уверены? Ну, как, блин, а какой вариант-то есть? Назовите варианты.
Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
Ой, а что делать-то?
By the void, ergo Glast. I
Мужик
thought
стрёмный.
you hated my index. Yes, well, since you refused our generous offer for their return, we've come to play the odds and win back the souls you stole. Tell me, are you feeling lucky? Luck.
Points in the open.
А, я допер. Смесь дедматча и этот захвата флага, что-то типа такого.
What a transaction. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
А, все, понятненько. Свои, ошибочка.
No rally on the index. Dramatic. Broker down.
Да что за говно тут какое-то магнитит? А где значок?
Up for grabs. Annual Corp on the comeback. It's a hostile market for Annual Corp. Broker down. Brokers, trading is complete.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Capitalists, are you ready for the index?
Какой-то режим.
Never were much of a gambler.
Дичь полная.
Haven't you risked enough already?
Блин.
If you're referring to all the titles and assets you failed to steal after my
Это что за дрянь такая?
I've never been richer. I've gained a soul and seen the truth of wealth. Anyu, the rising tides of prosperity.
А где значок-то? Я не понял.
Careful, Glass. You might drown.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. What a transaction. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Lots of investors on the floor today. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. All eyes on that market upset.
Ох, ни хрена себе он нахапал.
Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful!
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Обалдеть.
Watch this broker with a bucket load of index points! Will they make it to the ball? Investors are eyeing those dropped points! The index is up!
А, все? Ок.
Market upset! Tenno win! Sark hides from boss. Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
We want our prisoners back. Wager them before this gets expensive for you.
Fine, I'll throw in one of the prisoners. He's not the one I was looking for anyway. But the girl, she stays with me.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. It's a hostile market for annual corp.
То люди были, то теперь роботы,
Index
бляха.
points up for grabs.
Свой.
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt.
Do you see it, Doctor? This is why you choose on your
Живучие твари, блин.
Index points up for grabs. Points in the open. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Broker down. And the index closes.
Ай, не успел. Блин.
Interesting performance, Glast. But do your brokers have the credits to keep going?
Это сомневаюсь, что хватит. И так последний отдал.
Glast, why is Neff so interested in Niwa? What are you not telling us?
I can only assume Anyo is trying to bait us back to the index. Thankfully, his gambling is a compulsion. We must win her back for the Myconians.
I see.
Да нихера ты не поняла, по-любому же пиздунца он загоняет.
I'm willing to bet one or two of these useless children if it means a chance to bankrupt your bleeding heart parent sequence. All those executives will surely come crawling back to me. Fodder for the index.
This is the index. I'm Cephalon Sark.
А, локация другая.
Highest host. An eruption of chaos on the trading floor. Index points up for grabs. Capitalization's trending up. Index points up for grabs. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Хрена себе.
Capitalization.
Блин, у них тут точка респа. Есть смысл, наверное, постоять, подождать. пока нареспаются.
More points in the vault. Index points up for grabs. Seth taking big hits on the index. Index points up for grabs.
Бегают тут всякие.
What a transaction.
Блин, опять свои. А чё все залагало-то? Хрена себе прикол.
Points in the open. Brokers holding many points look like shiny bait.
Да что происходит-то? Почему лагает?
Broker down. Brokers, trading is complete. Market upset. Teto win. Sark hides from boss. Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings. And the brokers are off. Points in the open. Points in the open. Big capitalization for Annual Corp. Index points up for grabs. Eyes on broker with many points. Let's keep moving.
Так, блин.
The index is up. Broker down. All eyes on that market upset.
Блин, надо нести, пока не просрал.
That's brokers in the red. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Carnage! Points everywhere! Wonderful! The Teto are splitting up the index. Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling. Brokers, trading
Блин.
is complete. Teto win. Disappointed expression. This is the index. I'm Cephalon Sark, your unbiased host. Let the trading begin. Exciting! Broker down.
Блин, прям квейк какой-то.
Points in the open. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Got 'em right in the finances. The index is up.
void, you got me right in the pocketbook, Tenno. Keep doing that, and I'm going to have to ask Fraud Beck for a loan.
The dark-eyed man came today. He tapped the bars and said soon we'd be put to work. Fine, I screamed at him. Only if you tell us what's going on. Are my parents safe? He just laughed at me and said something about the void. I wonder what the mumblers would do to his face.
Короче, какой-то нам... А, рисуночек. 5. 5 индекс. Блин.
I can feel the void in these brokers. They're full of fight. Oh, by all means, Glass, keep the credits rolling. Fortune is like the seasons. It always changes. Well, for you, that is.
Ну и паскудная морда.
All right, my loyal brokers. These fools wish to be parted with their credits. Let's see if we can't give them what they deserve. Buy the void. Ring the bell.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index. And the brokers are off. Index points up for grabs.
Чё за херня?
This is highly irregular. The odds of that occurring by accident are astronomical. This was an act of sabotage.
Чё за ёбань?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. The index is up. Broker down. Index points up for grabs. More points in the vault.
Так, я что-то потерялся.
Next brokers in the red. Points in the open. Cephalon Sark is taking it till he makes it. Broker down. The Tenno score. Investors get jittery. Brokers. Trading is complete.
Обалдеть. Ух ты, ёпты.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position.
Хрена себе их раскромсало.
About to ring. This is the index.
Жесть.
The index opens for capitalization. Points in the open. Restrained enthusiasm for that capitalization. Index points up for grabs. working its way out of debt. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Points in the open. Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Brokers down. Shocking turn of events. Appropriate expression. Neff brokers in the red. And there's the bell.
Congratulations, Tenno. Just remember, on the index, nothing stays up forever.
Capitalists, are you ready for the index? And the brokers start trading bullets. Broker down. Then taking big hits on the index. Index points up for grabs. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. The Tenno score.
Что-то какие-то боты в команде неактивные вообще.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Ой, тварь, куда понес?
Upset.
Несушка.
Bad day for Annual and his investors.
Диктор вообще красава.
Index points up for grabs.
Да что за говно, блин. Все хрен разобьешь.
Tenno rally on the index. Dramatic. Points in the open. Capitalization's trending up. And
О,
there's the
офигеть.
bell.
25-0.
Glast, in light of their recent performance, we have decided to relist your brokers. You may now compete openly on the index. You're in the big leagues now, little man. May the void keep you from ruin.
Странно, я думал, какую-нибудь подляну выкинет.
Success. We've been relisted. We can now place the kind of bets we need to attract the greed of Anyo. We need to entice him enough to wager the hostages and the Triuna. However, we must exercise caution. Don't come on too strong, or he will back off. We need to, as they say, hustle him.
Ага, ставки четкие, да? А, ты мне денег дал на ставки? Охренеть. Последние деньги отдаю.
Capitalists, are you ready for the index?
Не более 20 очков.
Fight hard and win, but not by so much as to make the mark nervous. If
Не более
Anyo
20
loses
это
by a
что?
wide margin, his gambler's instincts
Разница
will make him walk away
или всего?
and will have failed the Myconians. Failed
Типа соотношение между их победами и нашими.
to be within this margin.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Points in the open. Capitalization's trending up.
Investors, welcome to the Index. May the void bless your precious credits.
Broker down. Bad day for Annual and his investors.
Brokers, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Наверное, попробуем, короче, типа не более 20 суммарно.
Points in the
Как раз 7
open.
секунд осталось. Ну-ка, 5, 4, 3. Хе-хе. Проверим.
And the index closes.
Все, отлично.
10-0 real in the win. Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index.
Ага, обнулилось. Ага.
This is it, Anyo. If we win this one, we're fighting for the return of Niwa in the next round. That, or we will walk away with your credits.
Ох, чувак, нет твою уверенность, бля.
Dictate, sir. You forget, this is my index.
Ah, did you hear that, Tenno? Mr. Anyo is afraid he'll lose.
Broker down. Investors smiling on that capitalization.
Блин, сколько же он несет-то, ё-моё. Стой, зараза.
Appropriate expression. Got him. Right in the finances. What a transaction.
Ну, в любом случае, запас небольшой теперь есть. Главное их не подпускать. Чтобы они очки не набирали. 8 секунд.
Appropriate expression. And the index closes.
Блин, отлично. Охренеть, сколько их тут.
10-0 win. Disappointed expression. Who rules the index? Find out when the bell rings.
3 из 3.
Mr. Anyo, are you afraid the void is no longer on your side?
Блять, ну вот нахер ты его провоцируешь, придурок.
I am an instrument of the void's will. From the void flows fortune to those worthy.
Then prove you are worthy, Anyo. Up your ante, Niwa and the Triuna.
Чего вы их не сдаете, придурки? Вот куда он пропал? Твою мать. Блин, вот если этот ботинок сейчас занесет больше, чем надо, автоматом проигрыш будет, я так понимаю. Так вот нести самому или нет? Я хз вообще, блин. Бля, что за херня? Чего? Что происходит? Да что происходит? Алло. Чё за... Ладно, пофигу. Выиграли, да и выиграли. Только я не понял, что вообще это было.
I'll give you the chance you want, but it will cost you dearly. I will wager these pitiful colonists and their totem, but you must put in kind. If I lose, they're yours. But should I win, Glast, your corpus titles, holdings, land, all will be mine. So, what do you say?
I'm in.
Papa said I was born special. Niwa, he said, you're not just our child. You're the Triuna, our protector. I guess no one asks to be the Triuna. It was just my turn. But without me, the Mumblers will take all of our families. They'll be mushed together like smudged ink. Lost forever. I have to get out of here. I have to get home.
О как.
Niwa is the Triuna. That's why Neff's so interested in her. Suddenly, this all makes sense. The Myconians had concealed her abilities to protect her. But why give a child such a burden?
А, я один не догоняю, в чем там фишка, блин.
My dear Glast, why are you so eager to tempt ruin for a little girl? You'll soon see how the void favors my fortune above yours.
Wealth has no purpose until turned against suffering. I'd wager more if I had it.
Жесткие ставки, блин.
Your winning streak stops here. The index is mine, after all.
Excited mood. The index begins.
Звучало как угроза.
An eruption of chaos on the trading floor. Broker down.
Что за херня опять?
What's going on? Anyo, swear on the void that you're not cheating.
My dear Glast, I assure you I have no idea what you're talking about.
Keep fighting, Tenno. I'm investigating the source of these anomalies.
That broker wants a bonus.
Ага. Нормально. Класс. Короче, все-таки говнюк этот что-то подстроил. Да, я умираю в любом случае.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
А значит, эта тема заскриптованная. По большому счету можно жопу и не рвать.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Fly the void. Keep it up.
Для галочки немножко тут
Brokers down.
посражаемся.
Brokers, trading is complete.
Glast, it looks like your crack team of brokers just cracked under pressure. Now I'm in the black, and you're facing financial ruin. A deserving end for your contempt of the corpus way of life. They made you what you are. You deserve bankruptcy.
Ergo's suspicions are correct. Neff cheated. I have identified the systems responsible for these cheats. I need you to break into Annual Corp's servers and steal the control codes for his traps.
Да. Еще и без денег остался.
You are here to steal the control codes to navigate his traps. Only then can he be defeated in the Index.
Tenno, I need not remind you there is little margin for error. The fraudster cannot know we have gained the upper hand.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. Isn't a code, it's something else. A recording from New.
Если на новый раунд нужны будут кредиты, у меня их тупо нет. Чуть не спалился.
This is it. We have the code.
You have executed the plan beautifully. Get ready for your next battle on the Index. The outcome promises to be much different.
Ага. Ты деньги мне на ставку, главное, долгани. А то за меня так все четко порешали, как бы. Ты так последний хрен без соли доедаешь.
You've reached a vault. Find the console and retrieve the security code. You got it. The data is still intact. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
How much longer can I go on for? The passing will come in a few years with no one to take the Triuna from me. I'll just be gone, surrounded by resting robots, and the Triuna will be lost forever.
Какая еще триуна, блин? Да еще и передать можно. Ни хрена
What is
непонятно.
this passing? What do you know about the Triuna?
Triuna is the Myconian's chosen one. It passes from one to the next in a simple ceremony. A pinprick on the finger is all it is.
A disease.
Yes, likely. The Myconians may be carriers with ancestral resistance to the infestation. Or
Фига
they are
себе.
merely keepers of the flame, perpetuating a weaker strain through this ritual.
The infested fear hybrids.
They do, and so the Myconians harvest them without violence. That is their way of life. Eventually, the Triuna succumbs to the burden, and so they must pass it on and on, lighting a new torch before the other fades away.
Fades. You mean dies. We could cure her before that happened.
Of what? An extraordinary gift? No Triuna would ever want to lose that. They live in honor, to serve their people, for the greater good.
But they're only children.
Короче, очередные, прости господи, ебанутые.
It's over, Glast. I have everything I want. Niwa is mine, and the Sequence's president is in ruin. You have nothing to wager that interests me.
The Myconians do. An old war relic will be our wager. In a way, a product of the void. Something you might have more than passing interest for. Am I right?
Don't kid yourself. What? It's disgusting. It's beautiful. Those colonists would wager this? Don't those idiots realize how much this is worth?
All or nothing. Held in escrow. Are you in, Neff?
Yes. By the void, I'm in.
Чем дальше, тем интереснее и интереснее.
Excited mood.
Ну, по итогу они там все какие-то шизанутые.
I've grown tired of this, brokers. Dish out your humiliation so I may retire to counting my riches.
Points in the open.
Ух, оторвусь за прошлый раз. Что за херня? Что за глюки? Лагает? Не понимаю.
In the open.
Все нормально, потом херак, и игра притормаживает.
Play fair, you metal wretches!
Лол. Блин.
Index points up for grabs. That's taking big hits on the index. Points in the open. Capitalization's trending up.
You need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
And there's the bell.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Investors nervous. Brokers in position. The bell about to ring. This is the index.
Brokers? How are they winning? By the void, this is my index. This shouldn't be possible.
Фига он. Занервничал.
Don't you recognize
Паскудина.
the market in action, Mr. Anyo? Allow my brokers to teach you how it's supposed to work.
Brokers, what's going on? Are you trying to get fired?
Придурок. Заистерил. Занервничал. Правильно. Потому что нефиг обманывать.
Day on the index for Neff and his brokers. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. Shares soar on that brutal capitalization.
Нормально, ходит по кругу. Куда тебя черти несут?
Trading over.
Ого.
Tell real in the wind. Investors, ready your brokers. The index is about to open.
Glast, what have you done?
I guess the odds aren't in your favor today, Neb.
Index points up for grabs. Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Come on, broker. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Index points up for grabs.
Да, блин, как же эти кубики задалбывают.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points. It's a hostile market for annual course. Points in the open. The Tenno are swimming up the index. It's a hostile market for annual course. Investors are eyeing those dropped points. And the index closes.
А, еще ж третий раунд,
look
да?
at that. Even a loser can win a coin toss now and then. Now, let's say we do a rematch. I'll throw in some of your old holdings in Eris.
I think we'll cash in now, Mr. Anyo. Don't want to push our luck too far.
Ха-ха-ха, язва, блядь.
No, wait just a moment. I have an exciting wager for you. Ore discoveries in the outer sectors. And to up the ante, a new squadron of Bursas hot off the assembly line. What do you say? Are you in? Hello? Answer me!
Lotus, you may now return the child to her people.
She could be cured. Why return her? So she lives a shortened life surrounded by monsters?
Surrounded by family. Her people who honor her. Are you really going to impose your own values on these people you don't understand?
She only thinks this is what she wants. What you call tradition, others call indoctrination. If she comes to the relay and is cured, she'll be free to return to her people if that's her choice.
And the Myconians? Without the passing, their way of life will end forever. Their skills, their traditions, wiped out by a powerful outsider.
They'd have to adapt, yes. We'd do our best to protect them, as we do for all that suffer. Tenno, you've lived through similar obligations. What would you choose for Niwa?
Ну, учитывая, что у них там башня сорванная, пусть сами разваливают. Пусть сами свою кашу разгребают, которую наварили.
I've returned to my people, but I've decided I will be the last Triuna. I want a future where all of the children can be happy. A new tradition. Papa is so proud of me. The last Triuna and greatest of all. The one that changed Myconians forever.
Ха, прикольно. Короче, малая сама все разрулила. Ух ты, чертеж Нидус. Прикольненько. Еще один Warframe в копилочку. Так, ну что ж, народ. На сегодня все. Всем всего хорошего, всем пока. В следующий раз пройдем какой-нибудь... Возможно, вот даже, наверное, из этого списка какой-нибудь квест. Давненько они тут висят. Ну что ж, всем покеда.